Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Well, you'll notice we are obviously in a different location. We are not in my yarn room. My husband is absolutely wonderful. Do we see this tree? It's like we have to be out here. For those that are new here, we've just recently moved, and when you move, you don't know where anything's at. But I came home from work and he had lights already strung up outside and he had the tree up. We need to put on, come on buddy. We need to put on some ornaments. We don't have those. Come here baby, you can come here. Puppy wants love. But other than that, the tree is up, it's lit. I'm absolutely loving the white color. I don't think my snowflakes, my vintage snowflakes are gonna really show up on that, but that's okay. We have some other fun things. When I find the gnomes, the Sarah Satch, I think that's how you say her last name. I don't know. She is the gnome lady. If you look on Ravelry, she has Never Not Gnoming and then like 20 or 30 more after that. She's got a book out. It's spectacular. I don't have the book, but I've got a lot of different patterns. All sorts of gnomes. And there's other gnome designers too. Crochet, knit, all sorts of patterns and everything. Some free, some paid for if you're wanting a gnome Christmas tree. I know last year at our previous house, we had two trees. We had this one, which is our big tree, and we had a skinny, like a pencil tree is what they call it. When we had first moved into the previous house, our area, we thought that, oh, we're not gonna be able to have a really big, large, full tree. So we got that skinnier pencil tree, and then hubby and I are like, we want the big one. We want a bigger one. So we ended up with this. Love it. I mean, this to me, this setting is Norman Rockwell. We've got our fireplace right over here. You can see there, you can see a little bit that right fireplace. You've got the mantle up top. We don't have any Christmas stockings hung on the mantle yet, but we've got time. It's not even, it's like November still. We got plenty of time. But all that wonderful stuff. This to me is just Norman Rockwell. My nice paisley print. Who would think that I would have a brown and turquoise paisley print chair? Of course I do. We have two of them. But yeah, just sitting here with our nice little, and this is one of the old-fashioned, you can call it old-fashioned recliners that you just push with the arms and everything, and then the legs come up. No electronics involved with it, so I think that's absolutely just perfect for this particular house. Do you want to see some of the Christmas ornaments? Yeah, let's see some of those. I think some that'll show up, these little guys, got these at, they say Walmart, got those at Walmart. Look at those. Those are like little, can't see that one, but it's like little squirrels or something. These are really cute. These will probably show up. These are not handmade, but I don't know, they called to me. So look at that, I found them. When you move, you're happy you find anything. But I think these are really cute, and I have to make sure they don't fall on the floor because I'm pretty sure these would be puppy chow, right? They would be destroyed, but that is just adorable. And that'll kind of show up on there. I really need to find all my gnomes or make some more. I was reminded by somebody in the comments on how their leftover sock yarn has become gnomes lately. I feel you. I get it. And I know I've got a couple of bags. I put them in like gallon Ziploc bags of the leftover sock yarn because, hey, why throw it away? Sock yarn is great. Okay, that doesn't, I want to fit back in there. Sock yarn is great. It's fantastic. You're figuring out yarn, right? Good hardware. And little bits to do things like that and to make these gnomes and make other Christmas ornaments. Oh, perfect. Absolutely wonderful. These I think would be quite fitting. These are like little reindeer ears or something with bells. I like those. So these are some of the things that were, believe it or not, these were in my yarn room. So these were when I was unpacking some boxes. They were easier to find because these were part of, that's where they were kept. Okay, I think that I might know where I don't know, I'm making up stories. I don't know where those gnomes are, but I know where they were in the last house. I do know what room they were in, but it will, yeah, the labeling on the boxes, who knows. But these were in my yarn room and they were in one of the IKEA shelves. These right here these are vintage. These are so vintage is an understatement. I don't even know what decade I made these little Christmas. This one's perfect. This one, the wreaths were the easiest ones to make. Was there a pattern? Probably not. you know those little plastic rings that you can get at Walmart or craft stores? That's what that is a little plastic ring. And if you don't have those, what you can do if you're one of the people that likes a lot of sodas or that type of drink, that little plastic ring around the soda, that one right there, you can take that and use that and crochet around that. You can put a round of single crochets, how many? Enough to cover the ring, or you can do the doubles. And then what this one is just, I think, like double crochet all around that fits. And it looks like, how many rows? 2 rounds, just 2 rounds of that. 2 rounds of like a double crochet. Here you go, there you go. There I am, there, that's cool. And the following row is 3 double crochets, chain 3 or 4, and then 3 double crochets. So whatever you do, make sure it's divisible by 3. That's it. And then on this one, it was a glue starch. I think it was like an Elmer's glue, and soaked it in that, and then I pinned it out. You know how you can get the, they're for picture frames or something, like a styrofoam board, which already still has the cellophane on it. That's what I used and pinned these out. This one might not have been pinned, it might have been just more held, but pinned it out, and it was with that glue starch, and then took a hot glue gun and glued on a red ribbon. And this is decades old, decades, yes. I'm saying at least 20 years. I really do think that. I did make some of these a couple years ago for a friend of mine. She was very interested in some of the crocheted Christmas ornaments, and the crochet part is easy. My story anyway, very easy. Look at this one, love that one. But the crochet part's very easy. The part that's time consuming, annoying, whatever you want to call it, is the starching. So what I did that year, and I don't know if she's done it or not, but I gave her a bag of them that were already done and said, okay, well, you can have a starching party. We can get together and we can do it. You can do it on your own, whatever you want to do. But here's the ornaments. I did the work as far as that goes. Now it's the finishing touches. And I have the book that this one came from. This one's not my own pattern. Love this. This one was an easy, well, semi-easier to starch. You do have to hold these little things, because when you soak it in the glue, it's just this little tiny wad. It's this little tiny wad. You've got to flatten it and stretch it out and put those points out there and stuff. And it's worth it. I mean, like I said, these things are so old. Some of them are aging color-wise, but I have had these for so long, and they have been on so many different trees, and it's nice, the nice history, because I've been making little snowflakes like this and the thread crochet since I was a little girl. And I've got, a granddaughter that's getting ready to turn 10, and that's when I started to crochet. That's the age that I was, and I got into thread crochet. So, it'd be kind of nice to get her involved with all of that stuff. Look at that. Oh my gosh, love these. But just so much fun, so pretty. All of these just different little snowflakes. It kind of makes me want to make some more. I've got do I know where my thread is? No, not at all. Do I have some? Oh, I might know where some is, but it's the colored thread, because I got the box of colored crochet thread from Hobby Lobby. There's a Hobby Lobby within 2 miles from my house, so it's not like I can't get somewhere. There's a Hobby Lobby, there's a Walmart, there's a Michael's. I'm pretty sure I can find one ball of Aunt Lydia's number 10 bedspread thread. If I can't find mine, but if I have that hankering that I have to make some crocheted snowflakes. Oh my gosh, this is fun. I would show you one of the books. I think it's 99 Crochet Snowflakes. I think that's the name of the book. I'm not positive. I think they still sell it. I've seen them kind of recently, which is crazy because it's an old book. But I do still have the crochet books that some of these came from, which of course I do. I still have some crochet magazines from when I was a teenager. Yeah, those are a little vintage. It's just a bit vintage, I would say. But these are so nice. Again, they're not going to show up on this tree too well because they've got the white tree with the white crocheted snowflakes, but this is history. This is so much fun. This is just absolute history, and it was so nice to come home and everything and then have all of this was set up. The Christmas tree lights on the gate out front, and I mean, just all, well, not really gate, but I mean the front of the house. We've got all of that set up. We've got all of this. It was really nice. My husband's pretty wonderful. It was a long week, and he surprised me. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I love this. This one right here is gorgeous. Obviously you can see that with that triangle, that's where I had pins there holding that. And then these, as lovely as this is, a pain in the backside, right? A pain in the backside to go ahead and pin out, because you want to get all these little picot edges lined up kind of, at least in the direction they're supposed to go in, to where it looks more like a snowflake. But it is so worth it. It's not like these have been done multiple times. This was a done once and put away kind of a situation, but absolutely wonderful. Are you guys getting ready? I dropped a bunch. Are you guys getting ready for Christmas? And I know it's fall season and people are like, hey, it's too early and don't put up lights yet and all the other stuff. I get it. I do. We've gone back and forth on that. And had my husband not done this, I'm not sure when we would have done this, but you know, I had a hard week and he is amazing. And he's like, I'm going to surprise my wife. And he did a bunch of unpacking of boxes, and I'm behind. Oh my gosh. You've heard me joke about that previously, where I can't, you know, I'm home and everything, and I'm like, hey, look, I unpacked 3 boxes, you unpacked 1. I did this part, you did that part. Oh no, I am so far behind. If it's a 1-for-1 kind of a box thing, he's won. He is absolutely won. He has knocked it out of the park. I did get 3 boxes done in my yarn room, but I didn't get the ones that are like as soon as you walk in, so it doesn't, when you walk by their yarn room, it's visually looks the same. It's very disappointing. But he did get to take apart 3 of the 3 boxes. He got to crush them, and that just makes him so happy. It just does. He's like, yes, it's just a wonderful thing. And he took a bunch of them down to the U-Haul, because you can donate them back, which was really nice. To, you know, let somebody else have them. There you go. And they're not in our house, and that's just a victory. It's like, yay, here we go. We got all this stuff out of the house. One step at a time. And this right here, can I just tell you how much this is so calming, so relaxing, absolutely amazing. And, you know, there's a reason I haven't been, my arm's amazing, but there's a reason I've been hanging out here with him. You know, he was kind enough. I asked him very nicely. I'm like, hey honey, do you mind if I do a video in the living room? Do you mind if I do that in front of the Christmas tree? Which meant that he's in another part of the house, because he would probably be making faces at me or something along that line, because we do things like that with each other. And so he did. He took off so I could do this. But it's been such a wonderful, calming space. It's so absolutely amazing. We've got our matching reclining chairs. Yes, brown and turquoise paisley. Of course it's paisley. I mean, would you expect anything less? I have paisley chairs. Yes. You know, loving the color and everything else. As soon as we saw this one, it was definitely going to be our chair. And surprisingly, he wanted one also. So we do have the matching chairs. He said, we can sit together like Archie Bunker and Edith. That was exactly, and we know, you know, if you know, you know, right? That was exactly it. It's like, oh look, honey, we'll have our matching chairs and we'll sit together and we'll enjoy. But this is what we do, is we have that, and we're slowly enjoying the whole process of putting the house together and getting things ready. And I just thought that was amazing for him to take the time to put up the Christmas tree. And how happy is that? How festive. And like you said, you can see a little bit in the background. I see. You can see the mantle is up and the fireplace right there. And oh, look, see, there's little wolf right there. Oh, the wolf is great, man. I'm telling you. We've had, because we just moved in, you know, we had some work done in the house. And with that sitting there, it is so lifelike and realistic looking. The electrician that was in, every time they'd walk by, they knew it was there. Every time they'd walk by, I'd make them jump, because it's right there. It is life-size and lifelike looking, and it is hilarious. So lots and lots of fun. Oh, let you in another one. Okay, story time. I'm gonna go on a tangent and do a story time on this one. So when my mother-in-law comes to visit, and I think I've talked about this before, love that woman, right? So when she comes to visit, we have a clown. It's about this tall, right? And I got it at a garage sale years ago. And that clown is like the elf on the shelf kind of a situation. It's always in a different spot. And my husband will hide that somewhere. hide it put it in the bathroom. It's on the toilet. It's in the shower. It's in between the curtains. It's tucked into the bed. It's hanging in the closet. It's in the drawer. You get the idea. And my mother-in-law, she'll squeal. It's just the jump scares. And then she finds it and everything like that, notices it sometime middle of the night, whatever. And then she'll go ahead and she turns around and she hides it somewhere for my husband to find. And this has been going on for years. This is the back and forth going on for years with this clown. So it is just that running kind of a thing. Now, I think that wolf is going to be all over this house. I'm telling you. So when we first got it, it had dust on it and everything. So it's lace-like size. So he put it in the shower and kind of sprayed it off a little bit, which was fine. And this was in the other house. And, walk-in shower and everything. So I'm going through the bathroom, just walking by the shower. I catch this in the corner of my eyes. And yes, I did squeal. Oh my gosh. And he was waiting for me because he had put it there and he just knew that was going to be, that was the best thing for him. He was absolutely thrilled. So I'm pretty sure just putting this outside of the bedroom door or something along that line, it's going to cause some fun jump scares. Yeah. So that's our new toy. That's our new toy is that one. The dogs took a little bit to get acquainted with it and they're doing fine. So that's just fun stuff. I mean, we do fun stuff in this house. We do quirky things. And, we're going to hide the clown, definitely. And I think the wolf is going to move around the house. It's going to have to happen. It's going to have to happen. And, not a bad relationship with mother and son that this is what they do. And it's like I said, it's been years, literally years of that clown when she visits gets moved from place to place. One year I sent her little clown Christmas ornaments like that big, right? After she had come to visit and stuff to kind of keep the game going. But it's just the fun stuff. It's just absolutely the fun things. And seeing the wolf kind of tangent on that. So sorry about that. But that's just the glimpses into our life and the quirky things that we like to do. All right, everybody. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.